There we go. We are live. Just going to do a little setting up. All I have is my tablet over here. I'm filming on my phone because the tablet doesn't keep a good connection to the Wi-Fi up here. So, yeah, filming on the phone today. Yeah, so kind of hiding out from the city life. Hi, Shadow Hair. Welcome aboard. Um, so this isn't my usual setup. I am at the cabin up north. We had to get away from the city noise for a while. Hi, Mudbrooker. Um, some things, yeah, and actually, because I may have a relative watching who is young and doesn't know what's going on, let's not talk about that stuff going on in the news right now in my city. So, um, I just want to put that out there. And Mudbrooker, if you see anybody who tries to bring it up, just kind of gently remind them. Yeah, because I'm trying to bring it to that person kind of gently. So, otherwise, I didn't do as much as I had planned up at the cabin because my back has been driving me insane again, trying to sleep on a different bed, and it was getting hard to walk again and stuff. So I'm going to do my walking through the tunnel of trees. I did that in the fall cabin video, and of course now everything's green and everything, so I want to do that again, but it'll be tomorrow morning. And I filmed the dog at the lake. I filmed chipmunks. I mean, I've been filming other nice stuff that didn't involve a lot of exertion on my part. Um, it's this, my back is just really messed up, but a lot better right now. So then I'll get home and sleep in my own bed, Monday during the day, and then my back will be messed up again, and I have to go to work at 7 p.m. So, that's how it goes. Um, Other than that, it's been quiet. Cats are okay. We're okay. And yeah, it's just nice and peaceful up here. Loons are out, making their noises in the middle of the night, oddly. Normally it's early morning. Oh, I bet. Yeah, everybody's hiding. Um, let's see what else. It's just not a lot. Having to go to the outhouse frequently, of course. I'm gonna turn down I wanted to check the volume on my tablet, but I gotta keep the video running, otherwise the tablet will just go to screensaver, and then I can't monitor live chat. This way with the video running, it won't. Actually, let me switch over to not having it. Oh, my English is so gone. Not have it auto lock. There we go. That'll be better. There, that takes care of it. So if I keep looking this way, that's why, because I have my pencils over here in front of me, all of them, and so the light is sitting right here next to me. This is the best I could do to stretch the light cord out. Let me see if I can do a little better. No, outlets are in a weird spot here, so. Yeah, but that's about all that's been going on. So, it's been kind of nice. It just sucks that, I'll have 4 days off and accomplish nothing. But the other odd part is my sleeping's all screwed up because I work 12-hour night shifts. And so when I get home in the morning, I take the medications that I normally would be taking at night if I were working a regular schedule like everybody else. So at hour of sleep, I have certain meds I'm supposed to take. I'm used to taking them in the morning because I sleep during the day. So I've been sleeping during the day, which kind of sucks, but I can't screw up my medication schedule just because I have 4 days off. And so, yeah, I haven't accomplished near what I wanted to this weekend. So, yeah, nothing else going on there. So I did get the resin out. I had to bring resin projects inside to cure because I left them overnight outside and they didn't cure. It's like, yeah, it was 47 degrees. Gee, I wonder why. So my frog that I painted last year is finally coated in resin. And he came out pretty nice. Nice and shiny. I'm not leaving him on a windowsill or anything yet until, I know that this is fully cured, because then that way it won't take the paint off the windowsill. But if it's sitting on like a plastic Tupperware thing or something until next weekend when somebody else is at the cabin, then it'll be fine. But yeah, he came out really cute. And I have another rock coated ready to paint. And not going to do that probably till I get home. Which then this week I'll be doing 4 12-hour shifts, and I won't be doing anything until Friday or Saturday next weekend. So, yeah. So, anyway, working in Prismacolors today. And working on another section of Lord Bear, which he has the red tie and the shirt, and his lapel jacket are also white. But he has, I believe his top hat is black, so I think that's where we're going to start today, is with the top hat. I'm going to take a look real quick and make sure that I have the right picture. Oh gosh, I gotta stop doing that. Every time I get on camera and I start yawning. I don't know what my mental issue is. I swear there is one. All right, so where are my Google Photos? There's Drive, there's Photos. There he is. Yeah, his hat is black, and then the band, it looks like, is kind of a silvery white. Okay. So nothing really hard there, and I don't have his mechanical hand visible, so that's okay. So we're going to flip this thing around. Yeah, ignore the messy couch. We have stuff everywhere here. My mother-in-law was worried about that. Let's get him in a good spot. There would be Lord Bear. Oh, come on. Haven't used the phone holder in quite a while. Yeah, we just have stuff thrown on the couch right now because it's only a temporary stay. This is the hard part. I had my art room so organized. And the tablet would be really good, but I'd do a lot better screen-wise, but it also doesn't hold the internet very well up here. The phone does. I don't know why the tablet doesn't. It's weird. Get a sip of water here. I already had my caffeine for the evening, so still Diet Mountain Dew. Nothing major. Okay, I was going to look at his nose too. All right. Now I don't want to move that picture to archive. Good grief. All right. So we're going to work on that hat. Yeah, the light isn't as good as in my art room, but I'm gonna do what I can here. So again, just doing the basis because this is just the band. So if the stream cuts out, you know, I'm up in the middle of North Woods, Minnesota, so if it cuts out, you know, it's probably the internet. Just a fair warning. All right, and because this is a cool white instead of warm, in other words, it's got more grays and blues in it versus having yellows or browns. I want to be able to go with just lighter grays. It's kind of the same technique I did with Grampy Lobster's a motorhead hat. Trying to move the light cord here a little bit. There. That looks a little bit better. Couldn't quite see what I was doing. Alright, so that was a really light gray. I'll go a little bit darker. Actually, let's throw a little light bluish in here too. But when I'm back home again, I'll be able to show the full thing in full color too. I'm just doing light layers of color like I normally do. For anybody who hasn't watched before. That's one thing, it's been just so nice to be in the peace and quiet for a while though. I end up sleeping like a rock when I do sleep. What color next? Again, I'm using Prismacolors. Initially on these drawings, I do pencil first, then I ink with Sharpie permanent fine point pens. And cause they're my preferred one. And then I erase the pencil and then I start doing, I either, depending on the picture, I'll do watercolor first and then the Prismacolor pencil layer over top of that and then acrylic. This one I went straight to the pencils and then there'll be acrylic over top. And what did I, oh, I put the paper away. This is Canson manga cardstock that I work on. It's called Canson Fanboy, and it really is just my favorite to work with. I really love this paper's so incredibly smooth. It's pretty much made for Copic markers, and it's a little more expensive, but it is just so nice to work with. Oh, and Mudbroker, I did get the pencil sharpener. I haven't tested it yet. It's still wrapped up at home. And I brought the book up with me. I haven't sat through and read it yet, but I'm going to probably do a video about that book too, because that was pretty cool. So thank you very much. And I'm excited once I get my new art room set up, then I'm gonna have the pencil sharpener bolted to the desk. There. So the white is not gonna have any more grayish or anything here because I don't want it too dark in that spot. So that's as done as it gets right there. So now, because the hat also is black, I have a lot of reds in here and stuff and browns, but I do kind of want to, I don't know if I should go with a brownish base on the hat or a bluish. The metal is carrying blues too, so maybe I'll do bluish on the hat. I'm going to go back and do pretty much a base coat of the blue into the hat design. There we go. And again, I do it in the same light strokes too, because I'm trying to keep a directional feel to the material in the hat. You see my strokes are going this way. I want to do the same thing with this. And all I'm doing is laying an undertone in, which is going to affect the color at the very surface. For anyone who isn't very artsy or anything, if I were to layer this with browns instead of the black, it would change the tone of the black to become more brown like his eye is right now. Yeah, I'm excited to use it. I really am. I can't wait. I've been wanting one of those pencil sharpeners for so long. And when my high school art teacher, well, middle school and high school, again, I had the same art teacher for 8 years. When she moved out of Minneapolis, she had an estate sale basically. Gave me a couple of her paintings. The wolf head piece, the sculpture that I have that hung in the art room, I paid her for that one because I really, really wanted it. And she needed money for moving costs anyway. But like I have her version of the Lady of Shalott and stuff like that. And she had a pencil sharpener there. And it was in somebody's hands while I was there. I was so disappointed. One of those big metal ones she'd confiscated off the classroom wall. I'm like, oh, I need that. I want that so bad. But after she left the art room, the high school art program kind of pretty much died because the teacher after that had decided that some of the things she had done to the art room were too much of a distraction. So it's like the room with the kiln in it, she had an entire ocean scene painted on all the walls. That was done by her and her first senior art students in the school. And it was gorgeous. The entire room was this way. So you walked into an ocean scene. And then every time somebody graduated, they got to paint one of the bricks, you know, the great big concrete bricks that were painted white that, you know, were the walls. Because this classroom was towards the exterior of the building. And so I actually had 2 bricks because I returned the following year for an artist reunion, and she had me do a second brick because she said, why not? So I had the one from when I graduated and then one of them from when I visited. Well, the new art teacher had decided that all of this was a distraction to his students. And here all the metal lockers in the classroom had been painted by students. The whole room was high school history, pretty much. And this teacher decided it was all a distraction and had all of it painted over. The student council had complained and protested it. Some of us students came back and protested it. I got interviewed by the school newspaper about what was going on because, you know, I was featured twice on that wall, and he still did it. And the school's been cutting funding, you know, regularly to arts and everything else over the years. And their math program, you know, the students, the scores have gotten lower and lower. It's just kind of become crappy. And yeah, he painted over everything. And, you know, he's claiming it's a distraction. And here, you know, the students have to come into this sterile white room because he had everything painted white. And there was no vibrancy left to that classroom after that. And how you get students inspired by that sort of thing, I don't know. But it was really painful to see all that go away. And it wasn't because of construction either. They didn't do any construction on that side of the building. So that wasn't an excuse. I could have understood had it been. But no. Well, I just feel it's a distraction. Which is why my new art room, I'm going to be getting more. My dolls from Germany from when I was born are going to be on display. You know, my My Little Ponies, my Monster High, stuff like that is all going to be on display because I want to be surrounded by things that do inspire me. Yeah, hi spooky bed hair. Yeah, it is. It just I'm still disappointed with that. But the other things, the pieces of art that I do have from that art room and from my art teacher are going to be on display in there too. And just make it my own place. My landlord said if I really wanted to, I could turn around and paint the walls myself if I want. But I found some gorgeous wall stickers that are reusable at Dollar Tree for $1 each. Dreamcatcher designs, butterflies, unicorns, and then I've got the removable My Little Pony wall stickers, and then I'm going to have my own paintings hung up and stuff, and I just want it to be art and color everywhere. And I'm contemplating maybe getting some paint from the store and do part of the wall where I have some stuff on display. So we have a little bit of different colors and not just white in every corner. I also found for free a really gorgeous day bed frame. And I'm going to have that set in a nook there. I have this nice alcove in that room. And that way when the guys are over playing GURPS with my husband, I can go upstairs and sleep. Where it's nice and, you know, a little more quiet. So I don't hear them upstairs when they're over. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a lot of work setting the whole thing up. We got to get all the furniture moved first. You know, what do you do? Built it one piece at a time, and it didn't cost me a dime. You notice me when I come through your town. You can see the colors starting to develop with the black here, slowly coming in. Oh, that's my next door app. Oh, hi, Doubtful Corgi. Yeah, it tends to be. Mudbrooker. Yeah, maybe he should have painted it a nice zippy battleship gray instead. That's always cheerful and inspiring. I love it. Heck, my art teacher would love it. I had another art teacher as a glass and stained glass and glass blowing artist named Bob Tonsing, and I had him in college for sculpture and metal casting. So I've really had only two really, other than my mother, of course, two really inspirational artists outside of home that, you know, kind of formed my thinking and my actually doing art. And Tonsing is amazing. But sculpting in bronze is expensive. Hi, Matt. Yeah, I'm in Minnesota here. Just hiding out at the cabin day. So this isn't my usual art room, so the light's not as nice, and I apologize. And right now I'm just layering blue colors underneath where the black top hat is going to be. Irate Alex is one of the drama investigators, and he's a pretty nice guy. He can be a little snarky at times, but Lord Bear is one of his characters from his videos. And I thought at first I was going to do Irate Alex himself, but it's like I really wanted to paint Lord Bear. So that's why we've got Lord Bear. And Grampy Lobster is kind of one of my reasons I'm slowly breaking into doing people's personas and stuff too. I'm trying to get a sales page up and going on the Dealer's Den and eventually on Fur Affinity and stuff, because I love doing anthro art. I love the challenge of it, and it is a bit of a challenge because I have to think outside the box. But I do regular animals and I do fantasy and stuff. It's just whatever I see in my head. Oh, yeah. Hi, Vincent. Well, it's like I even appreciate some of the fursuits and stuff, especially the quads. It's that one company that does the quads of unicorns and stuff like that. Oh my God. The art and the detail and the quality. I mean, I'm coming from a Renaissance festival perspective and Victorian goth. So, I mean, I like things that are, even steampunk. If you have gears on it, those gears better mean something, not just glued on. I mean, they have to be there looking like they have a purpose. This is how picky I am about these things. And there's some fursuits that are just so artistic and so beautifully done, and I can't help it. I appreciate that. It's beautiful art. Oh, what's the next color? I think there's my dark gray. Well, this might be the brown. That's okay. I can add the dark brown in here. Warm gray. That'll work. Mud Brooker. I still have to get the two little fluffies spayed yet. And Balam's going to be more expensive spaying because she's got that umbilical hernia. So she's got this massive belly bump. And so we gotta, it's going to cost more to spay her. But at least I'm going to have some of these loans paid off by the end of the year, and it looks like the IRS too. So I'll be able to afford to get the girls spayed because they have to be done. I feel bad because I'm normally a better fur mama than that, but you know, life goes where it goes. And as young as the kittens were when we found them, the Humane Society would have just killed them because they had to be bottle fed every couple of hours and they didn't have their eyes fully opened yet and everything. So, and Chell didn't look like she was going to make it. She was so cold and frozen, and she's the runt of the litter. So, you know, we pretty much decided that they weren't going. And it's been well worth it, but you know, we just financially trying to take care of them and stuff has been a little bit challenging. But hubby's back to driving for Lyft again, and once I can get to the Social Security office and they're open again, then I can get my new card and then get to working at my second job. That's the only thing that's stopping me at my second job is the background check. Because the other Social Security card got lost. Like, yay! So I will be up to working 3 to 4 12-hour shifts a week and 1 16-hour shift a week. That's going to be a hectic schedule. Quiet and gorgeous up here. I'm just enjoying the peace of it right now. We've had people up here. I mean, there's other cabins nearby. Lots of kids playing and stuff, but it's still been really peaceful. When you get that sleep of the dead going on because you're so relaxed, you know? Oh, yeah. Yeah, my owner, Wraith, he's fixed. In fact, when the girls are in heat, he has no clue. He's like, what on earth are you doing? And he tries to hide. Poor cat. But, yeah, he was neutered so young he has no clue. And we got him from the Humane Society. But they also said that with him, he's one of those rare tomcats that he actually mothers kittens. So they want that type of cat for fostering kittens. As he'd try to carry the girls around in his mouth when they were still young. He'd be waddling down the hall with his huge Maine Coon kitten in his mouth. Just funny. And he still mothers them, so he's just a really good cat. But boy, is he a mama's boy. Very, very mama's boy. He's not spoiled much. My husband's saying Wraith is very spoiled. Yeah, maybe. And that American Bombay too. He's learned to open zippers on my suitcase and get stuff out of my bag for work. What was he watching the other day? He was trying to figure out how to open something. And I can't remember what it was, but he was watching intently what I was doing. And not, most cats will sit there and stare at you. No, he was watching my hands, which is very frightening. But our other Bombay, Mina, she used to use the mirror to go and look for her toys. If she misplaced a toy or was playing with it and it got away from her, she'd go over to the mirror and look around in the mirror and then zero in on where it is and then go into that room and get her toy from that spot. So American Bombays are terrifyingly smart. This is the cool gray right now. And I'm trying to leave the white highlight a little bit more over here. Just to lend some shape to the hat. Yeah, my next YouTuber I want to do. I've done Life of a Free Spirit. I've done Shanny for Christ. Got blocked by her boyfriend for sharing the picture with him to get it to Shanny, but hey, whatever. And I did it because I thought, there's times she is very pretty when she's, washed up and made up and everything. And Life of a Free Spirit is gorgeous. And so I had to do her too. And my next YouTuber that I want to do is Hexchin, who's a doll maker on YouTube. And that will be the end of my freebies. Because then I'm going to be using them for advertising on Fiverr and stuff. Matt says, mine found me one day. This cat was on my front porch. After 3 weeks, I left to go to work, and I opened the door. It walked past me and looked up as if to say, letting him finish typing. Thank you for opening my house. And he stayed. How cute. That's what Oscar Six Toes was like for me. When I met Oscar for the first time, I was combing Craigslist for cats. I wanted another cat. I was finally ready to have another one. And, you know, there's some people that, you know, would have rag dolls and stuff. I was looking for an interesting cat. And, you know, I'd ask the question, well, is the cat microchipped? And they'd stop replying to me after that. So here this lady posts just Oscar's face. Didn't even show his feet, just his face on the picture. And I had to get this cat. I really, really wanted this cat bad. And I was just about in a panic because in an hour she hadn't, you know, responded. Then all of a sudden she emailed me or had texted me because I had given her my phone number and said that she was going to babysit some kid in my apartment complex, so brought the cat over right away. And she opened up the carrier, and here he comes strutting out, and it's like, oh, okay, this is my house. I'm done. I'm not leaving. And glommed onto me right away, and we had been together ever since. I was like, we just belong together. Mina was Humane Society, and she had probably come from a kitten mill. She had one, well, it was a hoarder house, is what they said, but I'm sure the person had a bunch of cats in cages too, because she had cage scars on the backs of her legs, you know, from the metal cages. And she was just a little over a year and had her own litter of kittens, and they all got adopted out. And Troy met some of the kittens even over the years. But yeah, she had a rough life. She had a bad overbite, so chewing food was really difficult. So she had soft food that she couldn't eat anything but pate. That was just the way it was with her. But she was a great cat, and like I said, really super duper smart. Scary smart. And losing her and Oscar was really hard for me. I've been lucky to have interesting cats over the years. Let's see. Rear Admiral Jingles. I'd be more tempted to paint Akazuki, his Maine Coon. I've never even seen a portrait of Rear Admiral Jingles. Yeah, the cat was looking for you. Oh yeah, Nebulana for sure. Once you get to know them, there they are. I had to laugh in one of G-Man's hangouts before I got furious at him and told him where to go. He was talking about his little slavery argument and how, well, you own your cat, right? And I forgot who he was asking that to, and it's like everybody in the live chat and the person he was talking to is like, no, the cat owns you. You don't own your cat. You're cleaning their toilet. Guess what? And the cat picks you. You don't pick them, you know. So it's like, no, that's not a form of slavery. Please don't. So right now I'm just cross-hatching, trying to get the detail in the hat. And slowly deepen the shading here by the ear. This is the top layer of color, so right now I'm using a black. Very cool. The fact that they got that thing out and the landing part that they had to do on the pad went perfectly, and I mean, that was very cool. It was much needed. Hubby says hip hip huzzah. First off, the fact that they were able to do it cheaper, you know, is pretty phenomenal too. It's pretty amazing. I didn't get to see it because I still was very crashed on the bed. Hubby got to see it. Me, the Lipitor, and the Losartan had me out. Sorry if I'm rocking the phone a little bit here. Very much concentrating on what I'm doing at the moment. Yeah, I'm gonna watch it. I just wanted to get this while I still had some alert time in my head and in my body. Just happy my back doesn't hurt right now, so. Just that hint of white up there. And then I think I'm going to take the blender a little bit here, which is just a wax pencil. There we go, can see it. Something because we have some younger ones watching right now, I'm not going to discuss in this live stream. I kind of hint at it a little bit in the video that I'm putting together for the cabin video, but even then it's just about the escape part of getting away from city insanity, but that's as far as I'll go. But it's pretty messed up. Yeah, I normally wouldn't blend this, but I kind of want the effect of it. Just to smooth it out a little more. Okay. Oh, I like that. That came out good. Now we'll work on his face. No, you're welcome, Matt. Lord Bear's cute. I am really liking this. Yeah, the lines here across the paper are from my light here. It's from the stand. Okay, so now I gotta see what color his face is. So it's a lighter brown, black nose. Oh, that's easy enough to do. So I think what I'm gonna do first, because we got kind of that milk chocolate thing happening with him here. I'm gonna do a yellow base first. So it might end up looking a little sallow for a bit here, and I apologize. And I did make him fluffier than he is on the animation. That was just a style choice. I got to see some artwork my one kid that I don't know exactly how he's related to my husband. I don't know the whole. Yeah, I'm so confused. He is your cousin? Yeah. Okay. I got to see some of his artwork today. He is his cousin. Or yesterday, where he did Scooby-Doo like this, but had done it on kind of a more of a beige paper. And the class project he had, and I don't know what age he is either, but the class project, they had to do ribbons and use to draw ribbons and do Prismacolors and stuff. And so he had like a ribbon in Scooby's mouth and then some floating around him and stuff. It looked so cool. I was so impressed with that. So if he's watching, I love Scooby. That was great. And his detail of his art is just coming out so incredible. He's going to be a phenomenal artist when he gets older. He's already on the way there. So I'm glad my daughter still paints too, because she was like that too at that age. She's just really, really good. I'm glad she never stopped. Where did I have that yellow at? Right there. Oh, I should have had more caffeine. There I go again. Okay, now I'm gonna start working the hair. He's not as fuzzy in the nose part, but some of the longer hair down here anyway. So I think up here I can go a little smoother. I don't want to go too dark because I do want that color difference. Be so happy when I get this done and get to send it to Alex. And one of my future projects too, I have to do a little boy with his mom and Mudbrooker's dog and cat, which Mudbrooker sent me some cool stuff. I am not charging. I am telling you that right now. Is kind of a thank you is how I'm going to do it. And I'm excited to paint a Mastiff. So that one's going to be a fun project. I love Mastiffs. They're such sweet dogs. I am so, hubby and I are both into big dogs. We love big dogs. Oh, I bumped the camera. Sorry, guys. They are so sweet. When I used to have to pick up my kids from school, there was one couple that they always had their Mastiffs with while they were picking up their kids from school. So here's these two giant dogs sticking their heads out of this little car. It was so funny. And they would just be trying to lick me, like, just try to maul my face. It was so funny. I'd visit with them every time I had to pick the kids up. And those dogs were so sweet and so huge. I was like, where do you fit the kid in the car? Yes, I did candlelight. I saw that today. I wish she'd have left the comments on because I have no way of telling her that if she still's bleeding that bad, she needs to go back to the hospital. Because that's not something to be playing with. But, I kind of warned her that sort of thing was going to happen too. And I think a lot of people did, but I went into when she was talking about having reproductive issues. I had told her that that could be a danger and she needs to go get seen. And, well, she kind of ignored me, but then I can't say much because I kind of did the same thing myself. For me, it was not wanting to rack up medical bills and copays. And I should have gone in a lot faster than I did and ended up having everything taken out. Nope, that's not the right kind of brown. So, I really can't be judgmental there on that. But I'm glad she did decide to go in. And yeah, I bet she's scared out of her mind. Maybe this will be a wake-up call. I hope so. I feel bad for her. She is a little girl. She really is. Her mentality is, she's emotionally not very grown up. And she's a teenager, I should say. And that includes, well, this isn't going to happen to me type attitude, and I'm fine. I've been doing fine so far. Nothing's going to happen. That sort of thing. And I think, yeah, maybe now she'll start thinking, I hope. She seems like a nice kid, and I don't want to. She's just very lost. I don't want to see anything bad happen to her. Bears are a little flatter across the top here, so this is going to be lighter up here than along the sides. And I'm still going very light. Just the amber one. I haven't watched the other ones. I'm disgusted enough with my own self right now that I'm not finding them very healthy for me to watch. Because I've just been getting worse. I'm back into size 20 pants. The little bit of progress I had made is gone. And the days that it is really hard to walk because I can't get my feet down properly, because my back is deciding it's going to try to rip me apart. I'm very frustrated. So I've been watching Chikara Transformations and Chef AJ, although I can't, that just kills me. She's Whole Foods plant-based, okay? And she's been hanging around with Dr. McGregor and some of the other ones, which some of them are kind of charlatanish. But I'm not vegan or anything, but I'm always looking for things to improve my diet and do better. And she's saying to eat 2 pounds of greens a day. Okay. Yeah, I think everybody's gaining during the quarantine. But 2 pounds of greens, those huge plastic packs of like organic salad greens? The great big ones that you find in the store? That's 1 pound. I looked at it. I have one in the fridge. It says 1 pound. So you figure that's $7. So $14 for breakfast, and you have to eat 1 to 2 pounds before you eat anything else. But you have to have 2 pounds of green a day. So that's $14 a day just spent on greens. And I'd be so darn bloated. And she's talking about how much, and Chef AJ is very cute, and she's got some good recipes. There's actually salad dressing ones I want to try that are cauliflower based, so be lower calorie and stuff. And, still give a good taste that I'd be craving, which is fine, But yeah, she's saying, well, you just have to make sure you get enough calories and that everything's nutrient dense and stuff. So, what they call a nutritarian type diet. And, she's saying to eat that much in just the greens a day. And I'm like, how is that affordable for anybody? And you get the same person that's saying, well, being vegan is cheap. Not if you're spending $14 on something that, that much. And yeah, as a vegan, you have to eat more calories to get the nutrition in. Because some of it, the body can't really absorb as well. And at least she's not raw vegan. But I'm like, oh my God. Oh, we have bacon cheddar bratwursts here for the grill tomorrow. I'm not vegan. I had cheese today, but I've been eating plants otherwise. And for supper after the live stream, I'm going to be making myself. Hubby's got stuff that he's making for himself, and I'm doing. And again, so I say I'm doing more vegetarian today. I've got a can of wild rice that's already cooked. I'm cooking up just for some regular rice and riced broccoli to put in it. Some and throw some greens in there and a can of cream of mushroom soup. And what else was I putting in there? If I feel like it, I might throw some mixed vegetables or just plain sweet corn in there. And that's what I'm having tonight. So, and then when I'm at work, I don't eat meat there. I eat fish because they've been cooking me traditional African dishes from different regions of Nigeria and stuff, and they're fish based, and so they don't eat meat there. It's just fish, and they're really good. So I've been getting that too, and I actually have found that I've been eating a lot less because of that, and I still drink goat milk, not cow's milk, because the cow's milk upsets my stomach. Goat milk doesn't, and yeah, I've been finding overall I am taking less calories, and I have lost almost 5 pounds and been keeping it off. So I know that's not water weight, because the 5 pounds you'd fluctuate a lot up and down, and it's not fluctuating now. So I know my dry weight, or where my real weight without fluid retention is at. So I'm hoping to be able to just continue and go about it slow. But boy, I've acquired a taste for spicy African food, I'll tell you. Especially the home cooked stuff. And that's why I've been watching the Best Ever Food Review show on YouTube. And watching their stuff about Africa this weekend. And it's like, oh, hey, I've had that. And I've had that. And oh, I've had that one too now. And it's just really nice. And because I'm older than the family members, and I, work with another family member in the house, I'm considered a guest, and by their family and cultural mores, they do have to provide me with meals. They're supposed to provide food, cook for their elders, and so they do. And sometimes in repayment, I'll bring stuff and say, next time, if you really want to, you can cook this up for me, and or I just share food with them, and we kind of share back and forth and exchange, and it's really nice. And I'm learning so much. And I just love it. And now one of the things they're gonna, although since my back got bad, they're not doing it. But if my back gets a little better, they actually want to teach me actual African tribal twerking. Like, oh God. But then I had been teaching them belly dance too, so I suppose. And Yeah, that one. And I might actually be starting to learn a little Pidgin too, which is their native language, which is a mix of English and French and a bunch of other languages tossed in. And it's pretty broken up sounding. Listening to it is just wild. I think it would take me forever to catch on to it, though. It's pretty complex as a dialect. Yeah, so I absolutely love that, here I'm taking care of somebody who's sick, and I've got this incredible learning opportunity too for, cultural learning, and it's wonderful. It's pretty amazing. I'm checking the live chat. Yolanda, I love that. I'd never leave the washroom if I ate that much. Yeah, the one thing I do like about when I tried my stint as vegan is that I have learned to be more creative with my recipes, and I've learned to like a lot more variety of things. And I think that's really changed my perspective on food quite a bit. Is that brown going to be too dark? I don't know. And there's still vegan recipes and stuff. I mean, I have like 3-4 days in a row where I won't eat meat at all because I'm just craving something, but then I have to go back and have some sort of animal protein. I went through one week, and I swear they must have had absolute intuition going, because they had made fish for me at work, and I didn't realize how bad I was craving fish one week. It's like, oh my God. That just tasted incredible. I wanted fish so bad. I don't even know what kind of fish I was eating, but that's okay. It tasted good. And that was just baked, and, very little salt on it, just a teeny bit for seasoning and a little bit of spice on there, and it was really good. And probably pretty low calorie considering, so. Then the other thing I had going on is I have a might try my champagne battered fish sometime. I actually did a batter with I've Jas Townsend and Sons, that they do the 18th century cooking. I did their wine battered fried chicken, and that was incredible. It was my first time making fried chicken that actually worked. and worked out well. And then my son and I look at the bowl of batter left over, and we're like, we've got cheese in the fridge. We've got pickles in the fridge. And we started battering all of these things to use up this, because I threw like 3/4 a bottle of wine into this. So we used up all the batter, deep frying in the cast iron pan, all of these different things. It was so good, especially with cheddar cheese. Oh, holy cow. And I have to find that video again because I didn't write down the recipe, but it was an 18th century recipe and it was so good. It's like, yeah, I don't think I could do crispy fried chicken again because that battered chicken was just wonderful. It was one of the tastiest things I'd ever had. And the battered pickles were really good too. We're terrible. My son's going in the fridge. Hey mom, let's batter this and fry it. I swear by Townsend and Sons cooking channel. And I love that they go to, you know, some of these sites where they recreate how people lived in colonial America and stuff like that. And it's just really such an incredible channel. I don't know. I'm beginning to think that I actually have his nose part actually done. Pretty close to it. Squidging a little more depth in here. Oh, the other thing that's been knocking me for a loop is I have a pretty good ear infection in my right ear. And it's hurting like crazy right now, and I have ibuprofen and I took aspirin too. It really hurts. Went into the doctor. And that was a weird experience because they have you wait in your car. They screen you and at least at this clinic and have you park in certain parts of the lot. And then they call you on the phone and have you come in. And so I, you know, got prescribed what's called Ciprodex. It's ciprofloxacin antibiotic and a steroid. Decrease the swelling and, of course, get rid of the infection. And so I'm like, oh, yay. So I get to the pharmacy. And just a few days prior, the manufacturer of said antibiotic ear medicine decided no longer to provide a coupon for it. So what would have been a $0 copay turned into a $249 copay, and that's with insurance. I would have paid $249 out of pocket. So I still don't have my drops. And they have, they can do eye drops of the antibiotic and an eardrop steroid, and the copay would be down to $0, which is fine. So the pharmacist went and said to me that he'll go and get a hold of the doctor at urgent care and see if we can get that medication switched. And they haven't heard back from him yet. because of some other nonsense going on in my state. Stores have been closing early, pharmacies have been closing early, and doctors' offices have been overrun with insanity. So, yeah, I'm still in pain. My ear is not treated, and there isn't squat diddly I can do about it. Yeah. Trying to get any rest is lots of fun. I like his jowls. It's just cute. I haven't tried Townsend's rice pudding yet. I'd love to. I'm going to have to make that at some point. All right. I'm still going to go with a brown for this lip, but I am going to underlie a little bit of pink in the brown. Just enough to change the tone a little bit. And then let's see what else. And that noise in the background is the furnace in the cabin here. And then let's see. I'm gonna go brownish to reddish to a black overlay, so there'd be just a hint of white for where his teeth would be. You never really draw in somebody's teeth because that just ends up looking really, really ridiculous. And they just never end up looking right. Perfect. I think I'm gonna not do that. Changed my mind. I'm allowed to. There we go. Let's do a little bit more shading here. I swear he's almost got like a Santa mouth happening here. Because his nose is black, I'm not going to do a lot of shading under the nose. Yes, dear, are you having fun? Leaning over the camera. Oh, 77 in Denver right now. Kind of cooler up here. Won't be when we get back to Minneapolis. It's supposed to be in the 80s this week. But right now I don't know what temperature the furnace is running at. But it's pretty warm. I'm sorry. I'll survive. Hubby's having the freezing from MS right now. The nerves get a little goofy. And it's at 73. Okay, that's not too bad. Anyway, Sometimes with what MS, what happens is since there's some nerve damage that's occurring, temperature control in the person's body goes. And so hubby's having that right this weekend. Temperature control's going, "Duh." So yeah. Oh, there we go. That shading looks a little better. And of course, I'm the one who overheats at everything, so, you know, it's not your fault. I'm goofy one direction and your body's goofy the other way, so. I'm going to slowly be bringing depth to his nostrils there, too. We had lots of rain this last week. I hope we get some this week, too, because honestly, I don't feel like getting up early every day to go water my garden. I play Stardew Valley the same way. It's like I'm hoping it's raining because then I don't have to waste time watering the garden. Oh yeah, Mudbrooker posted the Townsend's wine battered chicken recipe. It's really good, guys. That one is a must-have. I am so in love with that recipe. Okay, I'm looking at Lord Bear again. Okay. Yeah, I'm not having his teeth showing in this picture. I want him a little friendlier. My Time at Portia. Oh, I haven't seen that one. I have enough games to play, not enough time to do most of them. It's like, I still haven't played Red Dead Redemption 1. There's a lot of games. I mean, some days I feel like playing World of Warships, and I do that. Other days I feel like playing Stardew. There's other days I want to do Minecraft. Some days I've lately gotten into Shop Titans, and I'll just play that as something that's kind of brainless activity, you know, especially if I'm really tired and want to wind down for bed or something. So yeah. Oh. Let's see. Oh, cool. My husband's still pushing for me to paint Rear Admiral Jingles. Oh, Mudbrooker, yes. Champagne battered fish and chips. That sounds good. You can shamelessly plug yourself all you want. We're going to avoid double entendres there.
I don't think you managed it.
I don't think so either. Oh, good goddess. I really said that wrong. Oh boy. Oh my. Yep. Sorry, Mudbrooker. That wasn't what I meant. Oh my goodness. Oh dear. All right, now.
I'm going to do something completely different.
Oh my goodness. I can't believe I said that. Yes, I can believe I said that. Some of the jokes I even missed in college went right over my head. Not going to repeat them here, but oh my gosh. Okay, layer in the shading a little more. Pardon me. Drank water. Now I have to belch on camera. At least I admit it. Let's go with a warm gray. Trying to add some detail to his nose. Are you looking at our kitten videos?
Actually, I was looking at Akazuki.
Oh. If you play World of Warships at all, or even curious about what we're talking about, there is a guy who goes by Rear Admiral Jingles.
Or the Mighty Jingles.
Or the Mighty Jingles on YouTube. And his videos are about World of Warships.
And World of Tanks.
And World of Tanks and
a
some
whole
other
bunch of
stuff.
other games.
He has a Maine Coon named Akazuki. And she even comments on his videos. She's a year old, and this cat's already a giant. And she's a fluffy silver gray. And just a pretty girl. And so hubby's looking at videos of Akazuki. Jingles took her out for a walk the one day, and she was doing the I'm almost completely crouched down walk where it's like you couldn't see her legs. It was like the poor cat was so scared they had her out at a park. And this other person had a Yorkshire Terrier, or Yorkshire Terror, I should say. And the dog was looking at this cat like, what the heck is that? Because, you know, Maine Coons can get like 35 pounds or better. Akazuki's already a big girl. She's so pretty. Ours from the colony that we got ours from, we're still not really super sure if they are Maine Coon or not, but there's so much mixed blood in that colony and so many generations of feral cat that who knows. Balam's actually looking more like a Russian forest cat than Maine Coon right now. She almost looks like a purebred Russian forest cat. Oh, she's so cute, though. Oh, my gosh. And that personality she's got. Both of them have quite the personality, but there's just Balam's something different with her. And boy, she loves to get her bowl of milk.
I don't spoil her.
Yeah, there's nothing. You talked to me about me spoiling Wraith.
I don't spoil.
Yeah, you don't spoil Balam at all. Not a lick. Give some more definition in the nose. Yeah, I couldn't quite share this to Discord or anywhere else tonight, so hard to do when I'm not at my computer at home. But that's okay. Still having fun, having a relaxing time. I kind of get that shine in there. All right, now I'm not using the blender this time. I'm going to use the light gray, a really light gray. I just go over some of this to smooth it out. So I'll do the same as the blender, but it's actually going to lay some color down. Only thing is you got to make sure that you're very sure that that's where you want your highlights to be, because once you lay this color down, trying to get black over top of it doesn't work so well. So there's his nose, his hat, and his beard. What time is it? 8:03. What time did I start? Oh, 98 minutes ago. Okay, I hate to bore you guys. I am going to run to the outhouse really quick. I don't have royalty-free music on the tablet, so okay, I'll be right back. I am sorry, you guys, but the outhouse is beckoning. Oh, there went Lord Bear sliding down. gotta wash my hands.
That's right, folks. Here she is turning on the water. She's soaping up, rubbing her hands together. Look at that. Oh, the soaping action. Those hands are really sudsy now. Oh, and she's going back to the water for a good rinse.
I love you so much.
Yep, she's turning off the water. I think she's going for the paper towel. Yes, yes, we have drying. Look at that. I wish you could see what I'm seeing, folks. Woo, there we go. And here she comes back. What a show. Think the microphone picked that up?
I think it probably did. Somebody said your camera work looks better than my local news when they're at their homes. Mudbrooker came home Wednesday evening, had a fawn in his driveway.
Oh, wow.
Couldn't have been more than a few hours old and could barely walk. Oh. Oh, for cute. No, I did not sing happy birthday. Oh my god.
Oh, the bear was zooming in and out.
Okay, I gotta turn the camera again. I'm gonna start working
I don't
on.
think anybody heard my play-by-play.
I don't know.
Got my sound turned off.
Well, if you have your sound turned off, then they would have heard it coming through the phone.
I know, but I couldn't hear if I could hear.
Well, they didn't hear me sing happy birthday, so.
Well. To whom?
While
Oh,
washing
yes,
my
you did.
hands. This is part of why I married him.
Ah.
Oh dear. Now he has a very red tie. So that's where we're heading next. It's layering in the color for the tie. Notice the lights changing on me.
Less coming in from the window.
Yeah.
Getting darker.
It is getting darker out. Yeah, 'cause 8 o'clock, yeah. Getting darker.
Imagine that.
Can't figure out why.
I don't know, dear.
I don't know, dear.
No, don't know. Don't got no idea there.
Nope, not a single idea, dear.
Might be one of them naturalistic type things, yeah.
The earth is flat.
No, it's not flat. It's donut shaped, doggone you. The local baker told me so. You got to have your head examined there.
You should do the what Christmas song is it? The
No,
Christmas
I'm not
goose.
No.
Oh, come
You
on.
might get a
No, I won't.
copyright hit for that one.
No, because you're actually singing it.
Yeah, but I'm copying them.
Oh. Well, that's true. I did get copyright hit one time for supposedly playing somebody else's vocal rendition of Scarborough Fair when it was me actually singing it.
Have a good night. Oh, well, yeah.
Night, Matt.
We have to take the word of Monty Python for it. Sorry, I'm shaking your camera, no doubt. I am Godzilla. Boom, take you down.
I don't know what. I'm probably going to just let the tie be smooth. I'm not really sure. So I have so much texture in the hat and in his fur.
Smooth tie. Try not to be heard.
Oh.
I'm using bad language.
Oh, yeah.
I'm saying naughty words.
Oh, you saying the naughty words?
I'm using the naughty words.
Oh, we like the naughty words, but
But
YouTube does not like the naughty words.
Exactly.
Yeah, no naughty words.
No naughty words.
No naughty words.
That's why I was muttering.
We do this all the time, you guys.
This is why I usually stay away when she's on camera, don't you know?
Because of the naughty words.
No, because, well, it would be distracting. At least I like to think so.
Nebulana's laughing at us. We're the two of us. We had one craft show. Oh, right now it's looking like a tongue. Look at that. We had one craft show where there was absolutely no one, no customers at all. So all of us crafters sat in there. We're refusing to give up. We're in this ice arena. It's hot in there, and for a few hours, hubby and I went back and forth with puns. I think we did 4 hours worth of puns, and we were making puns about jeweler's tools and all these things that we had at our table. And we had the people around us laughing because, well, nobody had anything to do. And that was before we got married.
We've gotten worse since.
Yes, we've become much worse since. But yeah, if we can entertain ourselves for 2.5 weeks in the car driving across country.
Family and friends were giving long odds we were going to drive each other nuts.
Yeah, I think there was actual gambling concerned if we were going to drive each other crazy on that road trip, and we actually didn't. We were laughing like half the time. It was just something else. Especially running into Bodnar Chiropractic.
Bodnar! Empty chiropractor. Get up on the table, I can straighten your spine.
They're actually coming out of, what was it, out of New Jersey? Or where was it that Bodnar was at?
Alexandria, Virginia.
Oh, yeah. Was a sign on the building for Bodnar Chiropractic, and hubby just took it from there. And Bodnar somehow sounds like Arnold Schwarzenegger.
I am not this Arnold Schwarzenegger person. Get up on the table, I will straighten your spine. Now.
Oh, Bodnar.
Right now. Family friendly.
No flashy boom boom.
No.
Oh, Bodnar, whatever shall I do? The best part was me trying to be funny one day, and I was going to record myself as flashy boom boom singing happy birthday to somebody, and I realized then that Flashy sings like Marilyn Monroe. There was another time, there was a song called I Touch Myself. I tried to sing that as Flashy, Flashy, Boom, Boom. Turned out it sounded just like the original song. Yeah, so, of course, my character there, every time I start with her, and then she starts flirting with Bodnar, and my son screams no. So we're like, we wonder, we get going with that, and we make jokes about how he's randomly screaming no somewhere, like in the middle of class or something, and doesn't know why. We're such sick people. In a good way. I like to think so, anyway.
Ow.
Don't bang into the refrigerator. Wait, what now? Oh, yeah, family friendly.
Family friendly.
Barely there.
Almost not. Hi, kids. No. Ask your mom.
Isn't that the usual Renaissance Festival joke with the Tortuga twins? If you don't understand, ask your mom.
You could snot the Tortugas. I imagine almost anybody that's on stage.
Yeah. If you don't understand, ask your mother.
Well, that's a sharp knife. Yeah, right.
Not?
Not.
Oh. Is it butchering the tomato instead of slicing it?
I'll cut off a slice here in the next decade or so and bring it over and show you.
Oh, so it's squishing your tomato.
No, it just doesn't go through it very fast. We're not talking about my tomato, damn it. Oh, jeez, I just stood up backwards.
Oh, that's okay. We just
You've lost monetization anyway.
we just have to dam it up, you know. I mean,
I definitely think the monetization is probably a lost cause on this one.
there's times that I thought it was a lost cause and it turned out it wasn't.
I can say things to make it a lost cause.
Please don't. Where did this pencil come from now? That tray's
Well,
full. Oh, that tray over there. There we go.
First there was a mommy tree and a daddy tree.
Yeah, actually.
When they really love each other, they have a special kind of hug.
Yeah, Mudbroker says a dull knife is a dangerous knife.
Yes,
Oh,
it is.
don't I know?
I know that. Unfortunately, they're not our knives. I don't know where the heck they keep a sharpener in here.
I don't know either. I know ours at home really needs sharpening, though.
It came for the art. Quit talking to me.
Why? They're also we're kind of making them laugh too. So.
No, I don't think so.
And I'm still arting.
Do the art.
I am doing the art.
Do art.
I am doing art. Wait.
On camera?
I walked right into that. Welcome to our heads.
No, that's not a place you want to go.
They're scary places in our heads.
Not a place you want to go. No.
I have to remember Monday not to leave my rings on the windowsill.
No.
I should have actually had them on for this, but I forgot. I like to have my rings on now that I can wear them again. Okay, now we're going to go with the brighter red. That one's a little darker. This one was one I used before, but now I can go back over. Pardon? I gotta stop drinking water on camera.
Might be.
At least it wasn't like one person that, in particular, that there's actually video record of him raising a butt cheek while he was doing a live stream. And it's not G-Man.
Helton?
Yeah.
I'll bet yes. Oh dear. Oh dear.
Yeah. Oh, neighbor's dog. Not April.
No, it's the one down the way.
At least I got video of April shaking that toy. That was funny. Little kid's scary panda looking inflatable must have floated across the lake and washed up on our side of the shore. The dog found it. It is no longer alive.
That's probably a good thing.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want it to be alive. That's scary.
Oh, he had it up a lot longer than would have been required for the usual reason for raising a butt cheek. Oh no.
Ew.
That was what Bud Brooker said. He's seen the clip.
That's it. You're talking about stuff like that. I'm unsubscribing from your channel.
Eh.
Eh.
Yeah.
Eh.
Yeah. I did tell him though that the the one where somebody else made the clip for Grampy of him in a Fancy Feast cat food commercial was just, that still makes me laugh so hard. If I'm having a bad day, I actually watch that because it's so out there and funny that it's just out there.
Mm-hmm. Miracle Whip.
Now what are you doing?
I don't know.
Okay.
Things are attacking me and helpless. Hopeless too.
Okay, that's looking a little better. Pop goes the furnace.
Oh my Lord Bear, you're looking quite dapper.
Oh, he is. He's looking very dapper. Lord Bear is such a dashing bear.
You see, I thought he would be more of a sprinter.
think he runs when he thinks he has to. Lord Bear's just a little bear-shaped.
Walking is good exercise too. Someone shall tell him you're dissing him.
Would be better than any sort of diss track made about him now, wouldn't it?
I was going to say. Oh dear.
Okay, now we'll add a little more shading in there. Yes, he's like a sir. Oh, he's cute. I'm really liking him.
Ow.
He's coming out absolutely adorable. I never thought I'd say that about Lord Bear. Lord Bear may be taken aback by that. Oh, wait, what? Did you just call me adorable?
Yes, that's simply unbearable.
I can't bear watching. I can't bear the horror. That was barely a joke.
No. I say.
I'm really happy with how he's coming out. Sorry, trying to figure out where I'm working here for a moment. Okay.
Sitting down, facing forward.
A lot easier than standing up facing backward.
If I do it that way, it might start resembling a Jackson Pollock painting.
Okay. Now I have to go in with the black. Just do some shading under the fluff on his chin and his chest. Well, hopefully we're not going to have more mosquitoes in tonight. It's been the only drawback. I forgot about the mosquitoes. Like, oh, wait. Oh, yeah. Nebulana said that's the worst, trying to sleep when one's buzzing around.
Yep.
Hi, Rachel. Yeah, we're doing pretty good. I got quite a bit done on Lord Bear today. Let me kind of... Oh, I can't zoom out, but... He's coming along quite nicely. Hi, Deb. Welcome, welcome. He really is. I am so happy with him. Hopefully Alex will be too. All right. I think now his suit is all white, so that's going to be the fun one. So what I'm going to do is probably the same layering of colors that I did for the band on his hat. This actually should go pretty quick. All right. I have his little lapel pin too. What am I gonna do with that? His tie kind of looks like the Rolling Stone tongue. That's why I added the texture to it, because I'm like, that's really looking like a tongue. Like, I need to add some texture to that. That just did not look right. Figure I'd get his lapel pin done first. Well, thank you, Deb. I appreciate that. It's been a lot of work, though, over the years. I'm going to be 53 in October, so I've been doing this for a while. And that's with having parents didn't really want me getting into art, and then being in a relationship where they didn't want me doing art unless I was making money at it, and so I stopped doing it for about 10 years and fell behind, and a couple of years ago I finally felt like I had caught up to where I wanted to be in the first place. I've just been enjoying it since. Alright, what color do I want next? I'm gonna go with that light brown. Add some texture inside the pen. No. I have some days like that, but I consider writing and things like that an art too, though, so I'm one of those people. The arts aren't just drawing, thankfully.
They are.
No, they're not.
Yes, they are.
No, they're not.
Yes, they are.
Uh-uh.
Yes, they are.
Uh-uh.
You're an artist.
Yeah. Writing is also an art. Yeah, it is. Storytelling for sure is an art. You're good at both. I should have misspelled this and accidentally had it say Lord Beer instead of Bear. Alex would have laughed. That would have been funny. Okay, here comes the simplest part. I have to color in all the white with white. I don't know. That might be hard.
Stretch your creativity.
I know. That's gonna be a... Lord Bear would not be happy with the Lord Beer pin on.
I was wondering about that. He seems like a fairly serious type there.
Mm-hmm.
Who knows? He might even become indignant.
Lord Bear, indignant? Never!
Yes, we've never seen that on the internet.
We've never seen that out of Lord Bear either.
Uh-huh. Have you watched his channel much?
Oh, that cold water went down the wrong way. Ugh. Felt like I just had frozen water going down my gullet. I'm not even really used to drinking cold water anymore. I think I'm down to the ice cube water in the glass, though, so that might be why it's really super cold. And yeah, I'm just scrubbing back and forth because I really can't tell where I've been with the white pencil. Figured, yeah, this must work. This must be it. And I'm going a little heavier because the shirt is just white. The jacket is white. So why not? I'm gonna try and get this whole thing done tonight. I'm so close. And I'm not finishing, going down to the bottom of the page or anything. I tend to like, when I do portraits like this, I kind of like to have those unfinished edges actually frame the work. Just one of those things. Oh, thank you, Rachel. Just gotta see if I can finish it.
Finish him. Test your might. Oh.
Your dad is gonna wonder why all these white marks are on his laptop tray.
Sweetie.
I will wipe them up, hopefully. They're wax pencils, so. Dad? Sweetie, you alright? Okay. Don't choke to death. It would take a while for the ambulance to get out here.
You might have to give me mouth to mouth.
Woohoo! Well, it'd be a Heimlich first.
No, I'm pushing for mouth.
That's actually just enough to separate the white shirt from the page. So that's good. Separate it from the plain paper.
Yay.
Sorry, is the light in the way?
No.
I had to move the cord so I could see where it was, so it ended up on the odd side of your laptop there.
Mm-hmm.
And I had, I've been thinking, because the last live stream I did through StreamYards went pretty well. So I'm thinking I'm going to try to do those ones with guests at least once a month. And I have agreement from St. Brucifer that he's going to come in and play guitar for us. I might be able to convince Blue to come in and play banjo for us. That'd be fun. And no, I'm not being super careful about the coloring right here. Okay. Deb, too funny. No offense taken at all. I don't think he'd find anything offensive of that either. Yeah, that's a good gray to work with. Well, he's such a dapper bear. How could you not? No, you're just a fan of Lord Bear. But then what does that make me if I made him look absolutely adorable? Kind of really hard to get this detail on an all-white shirt, though. I almost feel like I'm kind of cheating, but that's the way he looks, so. I don't want to change the character concept either, so.
You already made him shaggy.
I made him a little more shaggier than he is, yeah. And he looks utterly smashing.
This is what Lord Bear would look like if he stopped shaving.
I think that furnace is trying to tell us something. It's getting cold outside.
Yeah, it is.
All right, stop banging the camera stand there, Feather. Don't bang the table. Giving you crap.
Right.
Well, it's not like it's going to affect me any here. All right, quit trying to jiggle the camera stand there, sweetie.
I'm nothing if not persistent.
Yes, you are. All right. A little bit
Stubborn.
more shading.
More shading.
More shading.
More shading, I tell you.
Throw in that shade.
Very well then. G-Man's a twit.
There.
I've thrown shade.
Yes. You have. Lord Bear would be proud of you.
A little basic, but you know.
It's a start. Yeah, I'll get a photo of this tomorrow. And then eventually scan this week. And see what Alex will have me do to send this to him. Oh, midday in Australia? Yeah, and it's almost 9 p.m. here. His shirt's coming out a little bit more silvery than white, but that's just fine because there's got to be some sort of way to make it not look like I just left the paper blank.
Wait, would that be art? I could do that. I think there was an artist that actually did. He painted the whole canvas white and then it's in a museum or something. I know I'd seen something about that. Other than on Daredevil?
Yeah, there actually is something out there that's real like that. And it's like, why? Where did I grab that one from? Oh, up here. All right, so now need a little darker gray just to complete the shading and not too much. Give a little depth. Or the artist who crumpled a sheet of A4 paper and called it a ball of A4 paper. Oh my God. Blue poles. I haven't seen that one.
Nobody can see it, but I just caught myself sticking my tongue out again. That's concentration.
That's constipation.
No.
No?
No.
No. Okay.
What are you looking at?
Current situation.
Oh, okay. The thing that shall not be named.
Yes.
Okay. All right, now let's finish his tie here. And this actually, I recall he had this little gray button on here too, so we'll do that. I'm just about done. Oh my gosh. Cool. What are...
Trying to mentally command them to zoom out the picture.
Zoom out the picture?
The camera feed from downtown.
Oh.
Trying to mentally command them to zoom it out. It's not working.
Just gonna add a little bit more shadow right in here.
Kmart parking lot.
Whoops. Bump the camera stand. Thought I was done, but it's like, nah, I need a little bit more shadow right here. Okay. And then what color blue was I using on the cord? I don't remember which blue that was. Close enough. Blank canvas with a couple of vertical lines near one end. The artist did several things of that type. Canvas is painted one solid color, etc.
I can keep that.
Mudbrooker can't think of the artist's name though. All right. Okay. I think I'd gone straight black after that. Oh, Jason Pollock had done that painting. Okay. That was never my style of art. Although Blue wants to see me do a representational piece and wants to see Darren do one too, so I think that may be our next challenge on the group art room is to do representational instead of actual something on canvas or whatever.
Dribble.
I haven't done that in such a long time. I think that'll be an interesting project.
Not listening.
And I forgot what hangout I was in on somebody's channel. That someone else was talking to me that I should try to get into how much money his friend makes having art in galleries and stuff, and it's like I am not that quality of artist that would be able to do that. I've seen the work of artists in galleries, and I'm not that quality.
And yet you were just talking about gallery hung paintings that are a single solid color canvas.
That I don't understand, but somebody understands them somewhere, otherwise they wouldn't be where they are. Thank you, Deb. Although I do have a print of the one piece I did that's on if you look up Digital Hammurabi on YouTube, Dr. Josh Bowen and his wife Megan, they have a painting of mine that's on the background of a lot of their videos now. And I had done prints of that painting. Went and it was like $90 to get a print of the original size of the painting, and it does look like it belongs in a gallery, I have to admit.
Copies of it are in galleries. They're just 1,000 years older.
Yeah, there's
years older than yours.
Yeah, because it was the painting I did was the Dragon of Marduk, and from the Ishtar Gate. The original is bas relief and brightly colored and stuff like that. But there's like, how many did you say?
300 and something.
Yeah, 300 some odd different dragons from this gate, and so I just kind of merged a bunch of them together and went and painted it on canvas, and it did come out really, really spectacular. I have to admit, I was surprised I did it, and I have camera evidence that I did it, so yeah. But that's one of my proudest moments as an artist. Oh, yeah, I suppose. Because the brush strokes he used are too distinctive. Okay, one more thing I gotta do before I can actually sign this. Where is my white paint? Out in the... porch. It is getting cold.
I'm sorry, I'd perhaps sing you some hold music, but I can't be bothered.
I'm having a paint malfunction.
She says she's having a paint malfunction. That sounds kind of frightening. Like I'm going to go out there and there's going to be a huge splash of color all over. Sweetie, that's the outhouse.
Yeah, that would be in the outhouse, is the brown. Oh, I can't do this without a brush. I just go bring the brushes in or I'll be back out here.
My question is, why didn't you turn on the light?
Because I had a brain fart. I forgot there was a light for some stupid reason. Now, Brett Whiteley, I don't recognize either. I could do a Lord Bear series. Oh, his daughter was in Mad Max. That's cool. I love that movie. Brett Whiteley, his daughter.
Okay.
And this is the...
Mad Max film?
I don't know. This is the book I got from Mudburger. Voodoo, witchcraft, white magic, black magic, psychic powers, and ceremonial magic. The Book of Legendary Spells. Yes, I did bring it with. I just haven't unwrapped the pencil sharpener yet.
Did you bring the pencil sharpener with?
No, I didn't. It's at home. It was all wrapped up and we packed up enough stuff. Oh, that's flesh colored. I hope I didn't leave my liquid white at home. I shall be very disappointed. Well, this one will do. That's white satin. It's actually ecru. No, that's not going to do. No.
Yep.
It's a little too earth toned. Okay. Aha! I found it! I found it! Yay! So, don't knock everything over. I need a brush. There's a brush. I need new brushes. These are getting really bad. All right. I'm gonna move the camera stand up just a little bit. I am heading one spot. Well, in one location. The reason I do this is just to make the eye just pop a little bit. And this is where my use of acrylics comes in. Sometimes if I do like starry backgrounds on a piece or something, then it's done with this brush. And you can see it's been abused. There's a little anime going in the eye there.
Brush abuse.
Yep, brush abuse. So there we go. Now, I had previously signed it because I didn't know where I was going to do the color work originally, but I haven't dated it.
Take it out for coffee first.
I have to take Lord Bear out for coffee. What's the date today?
The 30th?
Oh, 30th.
The 30th, yes. The 30th.
This black feather here is from a vision I had when I was 17 years old. I was showing somebody all the paintings I had done in my entire life. And I got to the last painting in the lineup, and this large black eagle feather dropped out of the canvas itself and into my hands. And it had a split down the center of the shaft and the notch taken out of the side. And it was really huge. And so I brought that vision to a Ojibwe friend of my mom's, and he had said that was a symbol from my past life, and that I had been a warrior and had died in battle, and died rather violently. But I took out an enemy at the same time, hence the notch. So I've used that in my signature ever since. So there we go. Let me back this camera up. And there's Lord Bear. And I am really proud of him. He just came out so cute. Never thought I'd say that about Lord Bear. But there we go, guys. And I'm going to call it because I need to have something to eat. And yeah, but we got him done. Yay.
That's all.
So that's art at the cabin tonight. I am planning to do another live stream tomorrow night. I just don't know what I'm going to work on yet. So we'll figure it out. Laters, everybody. Thank you for coming in. And thank you to the new people coming in. And, you know, the usual, don't forget to like and subscribe and all of that stuff. Have a good night. Blessed be, everyone. How do I stop this crazy thing?